Hey guys, Tim McAmis back in the shop again for another video. We're going to start a little group of videos called the top 5 or the 5 most or something like that, but it's just 5 things that will kind of be related to one topic. Tonight what we're going to do is 5 things that you could lighten the car up with on a budget. So something that's not going to cost you $1 million and you got to spend 10 grand on titanium shit. So, you know, one of the things is that you can start with is the battery, like your 12, 16 volt battery in the back of the chassis. There are a million options now for Lipo batteries that are small and compact, and you might be running one full-size 16 volt battery, you might be running 2 12 volt batteries, you might be running something, you know, some old AGM stuff that's really good, but it's heavy. You know, them things can be, you know, 45, 50 pounds. These lightweight batteries when they first came out, they were kind of unstable, had some issues. Most of that's all in the past now. They're still lipos, so that's lithium polymer. They could be somewhat volatile if they're not handled properly. Like if you let them get too low on the charge and try to force charge it back up, the thing's gonna destroy the battery. So, but you can easily you can spend a little money on a battery. You know, Lipo battery is going to cost you maybe $1,400 bucks, and you're going to have substantial weight savings out of that. I mean, they're going to be 6 or 7 pounds. So that's a real easy thing to do. It's easy to put in the car. You might have to make a few adapters to fit it back in place because you want to secure it properly. Nice thing about the Lipo batteries, you can kind of mount them in any position. They don't have to be upright with turned in a certain direction so the plates don't smash together and all that crap. So batteries are a good choice to look at. Another thing that's kind of in the back of the car, so another thing to look at would be front wheel and tire package, because there's a lot of good options out there now for new, you guys have seen a lot of the new designs for the front wheels and stuff, and even the tires. There are differences between the manufacturers on tires on weights. Now they're not going to be much. The wheel's going to be the big savings. Tires, what we've seen, they're going to be, depending on the manufacturer, be, a pound or pound and a half difference per tire. But the wheels, if you've got an old style set of wheels on there that may have been around for 7, 8, 10 years, some of the new stuff is substantially lighter, and it will improve the aesthetics of the car. It's going to make it look more current and more up to date. So you can save a lot of weight by just changing that package out. Another thing that's real easy is the drive shaft. So most of you guys are probably going to have a 4130 drive shaft in the car, and the carbon drive shafts now they're reasonably priced. For a 4130 shaft, you're going to pay $350 plus a yoke. So carbon shaft's going to cost you about $1,000. It's anything that's lighter is going to be more expensive, but that's a lighter unit. It's also rotating weight, so that's good to actually get rid of some of that rotating mass. And they hold up excellent. I mean, you can put a lot of runs on those things, and they do hold up really, really well. So that's a good choice. It's kind of in the middle of the car. It's down low, so that's a nice place to save some weight. One of the biggest things that we see guys miss on is the cars might come in for some updates, and they're like, hey, we need to shed some weight off the car. Well, over time, these cars acquire more stuff. The chassis, the whole as a whole, they will have more electronics, more wiring, more, maybe extra CO2 bottles, regulators, just all kinds of stuff. You need to assess that whole package, because leaving things off is free. And I guarantee you that if you really assessed your car bumper to bumper, if you went, what is on here that I don't need? I mean, anything extra that you're carrying is added weight that you can shed off that car for no charge. So I am almost positive that you guys can find 3, 4, 5 things that you might have added that you don't use anymore. Maybe you're just too lazy to take it back off. Maybe it was too complicated. But we see cars come in all the time, and they're like, well, what's this for? Oh, that doesn't work anymore, and I just haven't taken it off yet. Well, get that shit off there. I mean, these are race cars, okay? They should only have the equipment on them necessary to make safe, quick runs. They should not have any extra frills, any extra bullshit on them. The wiring is always constant. A lot of times, because it's hard to rack out old wiring, we've rewired some cars and taken just this massive bundle of copper wiring out and replaced it with a lightweight wiring harness. Now, that's a full rewire, but there were hundreds of unnecessary wires on that chassis that were not used. It was just old abandoned stuff that had been cut off and the wire was still in the harness. Well, that copper wiring, it can add up. If you grab a spool of 16 gauge wire, I mean, there's a substantial weight to it. So just cleaning up that wiring, it'll make working on the chassis easier. It's going to get some weight off the car. It'll make all the stuff look cleaner under the dash and around the electrical console. Just look at it, and I think you'd be surprised on how much stuff that is on the chassis that you don't use or is just not necessary. Maybe it's something that you use but it's not necessary and you need to lose some weight. Well, this isn't a Lexus, okay? You don't need to have extra shit on there. So take all that stuff off that you're not using, and it might be a frilly little piece that you added on there for some reason and it doesn't need to be there. Get that off the car. So that brings us to the last thing, which, the biggest weight addition to a car is the driver. If you look at the percentages, an average driver is going to be 10% or more of the overall weight of the car. So let's face it, you guys aren't Conor McGregor with a 1% body fat. Don't take any offense to this, but you guys are probably packing more like 20 or 30% body fat, okay? So part of racing is having a lean, fit race car, and having a lean, fit driver goes a long way. And shedding weight off of yourself, number one, it's healthier, you're gonna feel better, and it doesn't cost you anything. It probably saves you money because you're not buying cheeseburgers at the track. So think about yourself, because that has so many benefits to it. Shed 20, 30 pounds. I guarantee you there's probably not one of you guys watching that can't shed 30 pounds and feel better about yourself, and that doesn't cost you a dime. There's all the benefits to that. It's free. So think about that. Send me all the emails because I called you a fat fuck, whatever you want to do, but shed some weight off your ass. It's free. That's my advice for the day. Talk to you later.